Oh, you want it? I've got it. Cliff notes for the SX Mini M class. We got 5 things to be covered today, and I'm going to be short and sweet. 1, what this product is all about. 2, how much this thing sells retail. 3, does this product do what it says it does? 4, do the pros outweigh the cons? And 5, if I'd have lost this thing today, would I go out tomorrow and buy one? First of all, the model I'm going to be talking about today is this Yihi SX Mini M class. Okay, this is a variable wattage / temperature control device, which means you can run this thing in 2 modes. You can run it in variable wattage mode, or you can run it in temperature sensing mode, just like the DNA40. She happens to be powered by the SX350J chip, and in wattage mode, you can vapor between 5 watts and 60 watts. You can build her all the way down to 0.1 ohms, all the way up to 3 ohms. And then in temperature sensing mode, which requires Ni200 nickel wire, she vapes in joules, and she vapes between 10 joules and 50 joules, and you can vapor all the way down to 0.05 ohms, all the way up to 3 ohms. In the menu screen, or on the menu screen, she's got 5 different wattage or joule settings. So when you're setting watts, she has 5 different wattage settings, and then when you're setting joules or temperature control mode, she's got 5 different joule settings. And you also have 4 modes, okay? You got soft mode, standard mode, power mode, and power plus mode. Also, it has an auto-rotating display screen. Pretty freaking cool, huh? This thing also has a gravity sensor system, which means when you're in the menu and you're in different settings, okay, you can tilt it one way or the other to change those settings. There's also a USB port down here on the side for charging and upgradable firmware. Battery cap's at the bottom, and it does have a spring-loaded 510 connection. And there's the fire button along with the screen, wattage up, wattage down button, and again, the USB port. And for you vapors out there that want to see more specs, more details about protection, about what this thing provides as far as protection, here's a little clip for you right now. And as for the price point for this device, I'm seeing this sell online retail anywhere between $199 and $210. But the big question is though, does this M class do what it says it does? First, let's start with the temperature control, okay? I've got a TCT temperature control tank sitting on this M class, vaping at 40 joules, got a 0.15 ohm nickel coil head in this TCT, and I'm vaping at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. And whether I'm using it in tank mode, using the nickel wire in temperature control mode, or I'm using an RDA with nickel wire, it does not matter. It kicks major vape ass. True blue Scooby-Doo. I mean, it's just as good as the DNA40s. Right there with it, the DNA40s that I've used, the only difference is this thing uses pulse width modulation in temperature control mode, whereas the DNA40 does not. But like I said, the outcome is just the same as the DNA40, and you know what? It is super duper consistent. The only thing is, since this mod uses pulse width modulation in temperature control mode, when you hit that fire button, you can hear that rattlesnake sound. Ready? Can you hear it? I mean, I can. It's right before that coil starts firing up. But once that coil starts to fire up, you can't hear diddly squat. But if you're the type of vapor, you have super OCD, you're super sensitive to sounds like that, you may not like it. So now what I've done is I've switched her over to wattage mode. I've got this Velocity RDA sitting on the M class, vaping her at 50 watts with a 0.6 ohm build, and the juice that I'm dripping today, because people want to know, Rip, what juices do you drip? Rip, what juices do you tank? Well, the juice that I'm dripping on is a juice called Booby Nectar from our new summer sampler pack, but the juice that I was using in this TCT tank is a juice called Trophy White from our Fog Sauce line. The Fog Sauce line altogether, it's more of a tank juice, man. These juices right here, these Fog Sauce juices are made for tanks, baby. They're thinner, 60 VG, 40 PG juices, so for you tankers out there, go get you some. But for you drippers, man, woo! The new summer sampler pack, it's a heavy VG based juice. It's just part of the plume line. It's just a new sampler pack. Okay, like I said before, you got this Booby Nectar, we got strawberry custard, cherry custard, peaches and cream, and then another one called Superstar. And in wattage mode, I mean, she also vapes a treat. Like I said before, this thing's powered by the SX350J chip, and this chip is two of the most accurate chips you can get on the vaping market right now. And also something that's got to be mentioned about this chip is it has true battery step down. True freaking battery step down. I mean, that is big in my book. So yeah, it's super consistent in temp mode, accurate in wattage mode. Hell yeah, I'd say it does what it says it does. Now onto the packaging. When you first receive this SX Mini M class, it comes in this little white baggie. It says SX Mini on the front, powered by Yihi SX350. It doesn't say the J on there. It should say the J, but I know the first version it had just the SX350, so maybe they were just cutting corners. I don't know. But here's the baggie it comes with. And then inside that baggie, you got a little or big box, okay, which you have a plastic cover on there. Plastic cover slides off like so, pops open, and then inside you've got your manual, and then your mod, your beautiful SX Mini M Class. So here's a little close-up at this SX Mini M Class. You got your fire button, your wattage up, wattage down, USB port, screen, your 510 connection. Here's the bottom battery cap, vent holes for potential battery venting. So this is how I unscrew the battery cap. I use a coin, get it in there, turn it. Comes out like so. Cheap battery cap. Yihi, I don't know what the hell you were thinking on this. Why make everything else so great and this so just garbage-like? Take the battery out, pop the battery back in. Getting the threads to line up is a freaking joke. It goes back to the quality of these threads. This cap, yep, see? It's not even straight. What the fart? Back her out again. Once we straighten her up, or we think we straighten her up, then we try to screw her in again. Nope. Big con for this device. Finally got those threads lined up. And we're good to go. Here's your gold-plated spring-loaded 510 pin. Again, a close-up look at those threads. Nice rounded clicky fire button. Wattage up, wattage down button, and your USB port, but nice clicky wattage up, wattage down buttons. 5 clicks of the fire button to turn this sucker on. And here's your screen. You got your wattage, your voltage, your resistance, your battery life, your modes, your settings, your joules counter, and then when you click on it, it says check atomizer because there's nothing on this device. And to lock this device from firing, all you do is click the fire button 3 times. 1, 2, 3. She locks it. To unlock it, you click it again 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Unlocks it. And then what I do is I hold this device straight up and down so I do not activate the tilt system, and then I click on the fire button 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Takes you to the menu screen. You got wattage where you can adjust the wattage. Click the fire button, and you got the exit on or off. Takes you back to the regular screen. Click it again. Takes you to bypass off or on mode, which is mechanical mod mode. Click it again. Takes you to where you can turn this system on or off. Click it again. Takes you to link on or off, which is basically for the updated firmware to hook it up. Click it again, and you got the display left or right mode. Click it again, and you got your power or joule. Right now we're in power, as you guys can see. Click it down, and it'll take you to temperature control mode, which is joules. Click it again, and it just round robins. So I've round robin back to where it says power and joules or power and temperature control mode. Again, we're in power mode, but I'm going to go ahead and hit the wattage down button and switch it over to joules. And then all I'm going to do is hit the fire button, and it takes me over to the joules I want to set it to. So I can set it to 40. I could go all the way up to 50. I can go down. Down to 38, let's just say. Hit the fire button. Takes me to the Fahrenheit or the temperature. Again, I can take her up. Take her down. Take her all around. Hit the fire button again. It gives me the option to keep it in Fahrenheit or take it to Celsius. I'm going to take it back to Fahrenheit because I just like Fahrenheit better. Alright, so I'm scrolling the menu screen, but I want to show you how to activate the gravity sensor. All you're going to do, let's say we're in joules, all we're going to do is we're just going to tilt it one way and adjust down. Or you could tilt it the other way and adjust up. But I like to just keep it straight and adjust it with my wattage up or wattage down buttons. So we're back in the regular screen, and we are in joules or temperature control mode, and we have her set to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. We have her in standard mode, which there are 4 modes, which we'll go into in a second. But we are in setting 3 right now. In order to go into each setting, all you do is click the wattage up button. It takes us into each setting, and then we can scroll from there to setting 4, setting 5, and it round robins 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And just like you do in Joules, you have 5 different settings in wattage mode as well. So I got a device screwed on here. I got everything set the way I want it in temperature control mode, 40 joules at 410 degrees Fahrenheit with a 0.14 coil in here on this TCT tank. Now you want to make sure when you screw a device on here and you got to run in temperature control mode, you got to make sure that the device you do screw on here is cool. It's got to be completely cool. It can't be warm. The actual mod can't be warm. And then what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to go ahead and press the wattage up and the wattage down button down at the same time. Set the resistance, and I'm good to vape away. So now I'm back to wattage mode. Now in wattage mode or joules mode, you can change the setting on the fly. The setting as far as the wattage and joules mode. And in order to do that, you gotta click on it. And then once you're into one of the settings, so right now we're in setting 5, click the wattage up. It takes us into setting 5. And then all you do is click the wattage down and you can adjust that setting or that wattage within that setting. And it's the same thing for joules. Once everything's set the way I want, hit the fire button and I'm back to the regular screen. So you got 4 different modes. Right now we are in regular standard mode, and in order to get into the standard mode and the soft mode and a powerful mode and a powerful plus mode, you gotta click on the fire button, hit the wattage down button. We're in powerful mode, powerful plus mode, soft mode, and standard mode. Most of the time I keep it in standard mode, but you can go to powerful. It's like a boost mode. Powerful plus is supposed to be more of a boost mode. Soft mode is like standard, but it starts soft and then builds up to standard, if that makes any sense. So that is a quick up close look at the SX Mini M class. Let's go ahead and take her back to FaceTime. First, the cons. Okay, first one is the battery cap, man. The battery cap, it just does not match this mod. I believe it's chrome-plated brass, and it sucks. It's cheap feeling. The threads are cheap. You have to use a coin just to friggin' take it out. The threads don't even line up half the time. It's just a bitch getting back in and out. Yihi! You make a device, it's so nice, but then you gotta throw this piece of garbage battery cap in the mix. What is going on? A subjective con, this thing only holds a single 18650 battery. If it held 2 18650 batteries, ooh, it'd be awesome. Do it, Yihi, do it! Another con, the menu screen, way too much going on. Look at the DNA 40 menu screen. That thing is easy peasy. What a sleazy, simple, stupid. This? I mean, damn, you got 5 different water settings, 5 different joule settings. You got a mechanical mod mode. Who the hell needs a mechanical mod mode with a device like this? Yihi, don't you want a kick-ass device like this to appeal to the masses? This does not. This appeals to the techie turds. And that's like, what, 5%? 5% of the vapors out there? Probably less than that. I want this thing to appeal to everybody. I want someone who's never even vaped before, who has a cigarette in their hand, hold this and just vape it and know how to use it within the first 5 minutes. That's how simple I want this device to be, okay? Think the masses. Also, the tilt sensor system going on in here is a pain in the dick. I mean, I cannot stand that thing. Who wants to deal with that? Annoying. I don't want to tilt it this way and tilt it that way. Now, as far as the pros go, I love everything about this device other than those cons. I mean, this thing is solid. Most solid device I've used to date. Probably more solid than the Vapor Flash DNA 40. Fits in my hand perfect. It'd be even better with the 2 18650s in there. I think it'd fit my hand even better. I got pretty big hands though. But I mean, I just love the lines. I love everything about it other than those cons. This thing is a kick-ass product. Like I said, runs in temp mode, runs in wattage mode. You could do it all. Do it all! And another thing, all the devices I screw this sucker down onto, I mean, it looks the tits, fits down flush, makes a connection. And I mean, the pros just go on and on and on. Do I think the pros outweigh the cons? Hell yeah, I do. So the 2 shops that sent this device to me to review for you guys, one, wetvapes.com, and the other one is vapordna.com. The link is in the description for both of them. Wetvapes.com, they're selling theirs for $199.99, and vapordna.com, they're selling it for $209.99. Now on to the big question, the big answer of the day. Do I think it's worth it? If I'd have lost this today, would I go out tomorrow and buy one? The answer is definitely. You get what you pay for. Proof is in the pudding. This is Rip Trippers, and remember, smoking is dead, vaping is the future, and the future is now.